Yeah.
I'm going to make this prediction. I believe Democrats will J6 in some form. I'm not saying they're going to storm the Capitol. I'm saying Democrats and leftists will be in D.C. protesting, claiming the election was stolen.
Yeah. Well, it's clearly Elon used dark MAGA.
No, he did.
I mean, there's what other explanation is there? It has to be that's what he did.
Meme magic.
Do you think it'll be Democrats or just Antifa far leftists? You think actual middle of the road Dems? Or not middle of the road Dems, but just Democrat folks?
Well, I mean, there's no such thing anymore.
I know.
Look, these women are. I don't want to get too much into this story, but it's crazy. There are women going online calling for other women to murder people. And this is not an exaggeration. Aqua Tofana. There is and it is insane. And I think this should be taken down and they should be suspended and the post should be auto removed because they're actually telling women to make poison and kill people. And this is nuts.
What?
That should.
Yeah.
Yes. Aqua Tofana. They're doing these veiled things about if your husband voted for Trump, you should do what was her name? Julia Tofana?
You should poison him?
I forget.
That's what there's, and that's absolutely insane.
Holy F.
This is how crazy these people are getting. So then you got the story of Nick Fuentes, which we'll get into later, where he's getting death threats because he's trolling online. He posted "Your body, my choice." He's trolling. You're allowed to troll. They're showing up to his house. And so I don't know exactly what happened. He pepper sprays a woman. The cops show up. The woman even admits, the EMT, the cop, and her husband were like, "What are you doing? Why are you going to his house?" There were people outside his house. This is freaky stuff, what's already happening. I think it's a fair bet. And maybe I'll be wrong, but I'm saying I'm going to put it at 100%. Democrats will be in D.C., unhinged leftists with green hair. They're going to wear blue bracelets or have tattoos, and they're going to be screaming that the election was stolen by Elon or something.
Well, they burned limos last time.
Yep.
And they demonstrated. And I don't believe anybody was prosecuted.
They were, but they won.
They were arrested and they got out.
They were prosecuted. A few of them pleaded guilty, and then the rest of them got powerful NGOs and legal teams told them to plead not guilty. Then the only thing that the state could do, the feds could do, was charge conspiracy because they had no evidence of any individual action because they're all wearing uniforms. So they said, "How do you know this person is the one who did it?" And the cops were like, "We don't, but they conspired." And they said, "You can't prove it." The activists, the extremists, the far leftists won, sued the city, sued the federal government, and then won like $1 million.
Why wouldn't they repeat that? Of course they're going to do it again.
Well, they got away with it in 2020 when they firebombed the White House.
There'll be more people now. Now there'll be even more deranged people.
I do think that this time the DOJ won't tolerate that kind of stuff. I think that I do. I know that last time there was.
It's a Democrat DOJ.
Now the president's going to be able to change. Is going to change the attorney general.
Sure, but January 6th it'll be Joe Biden. January 6th and January 20th administration will be Democrat.
Maybe they could try to protect their own butts about it.
Speaking of which, how much are you looking forward to the prospect of Kamala Harris having to certify this election on January 6th?
No. They're already calling for, and again, we'll get to this later in the show. The CNN panelists calling for Joe Biden to step down. Actually, it's VP's former communications director saying Biden should step down to make Harris the 47th president of the United States.
It does nothing.
I think it'll happen.
It's an empty.
Think it'll happen?
Yes. Well, I kind of don't think it'll happen, but I think there's a strong chance it happens. But we'll get into all that stuff too.
Yeah.
In the meantime, yes, Kamala Harris should be the one certifying Trump's election. And due to that bill they passed, that law they passed in 2022, all she can do is stand there like a mannequin.
The people that are good to go back to the what started this segment. The people that are saying, "Oh, what happened to all these votes?" It's like they don't remember that ballots were mailed out to everybody on the census. Like they sent ballots out and then they went out to get them. Do these people are behaving as if all of the people that got ballots in 2020 were actually voters that could be bothered to go out and vote. The reason that personally, as far as I'm concerned, the reason that 2020 was an unfair, not real election was because there were so many people that returned ballots that would have never got off their ass to go out and vote. These people they're beyond low propensity voters. They're people they're probably people that have never voted in their lives. They're people that would never get up and actually research any of the things that are being that are being proposed. They wouldn't know anything about the candidates other than who's the guy that my friends tell me is the nice guy. Who's the guy that my friends tell me is the bad guy. They're not voting because they know or have an informed opinion or anything like that. And so that it turns out that the difference is going to be whatever, 7 million or something like that.
You can't rule out states where
Sure.
ballots were mailed out universally.
Yeah,
and people,
100%.
hey, I live in an apartment building. I'll collect all these
Yeah,
ballots.
100%. Those
unsupervised drop box.
Absolutely. That's something
that was happening.
That's something that's absolutely. I completely agree. That's totally something that could happen. So the idea that oh, how could there be so many fewer ballots this time? We're in a country with 350 million Americans, 333, I think, or whatever it was, something like that. It's like 7 million when they're mailing them out to everybody. 7 million is not that large of a discrepancy at all.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.